Happy new moon in Cancer. We haven't even started yet. Howdy, howdy, howdy. It's weird, no one's in yet, but that's okay. I'm sorry I'd be late. Today I'm going to definitely be reading again from the Mary Magdalene. I don't have my glasses. But we should be alright. We should be okay. Let's see. What else? While I'm waiting for you lot to come in, I will just start cleansing up these cards. Just makes sense, innit? Hey, Courtney. Start cleansing up these cards. Hey, beautiful. Some good vibes for you. Good evening. I don't even know what decks I'm going to be using with you lot today. Hey, Maria. I did a little pre-pull. What is that? Rubbish. I did a little pre-pull on Instagram yesterday. So we're going to talk about the cards that got pulled real quick yesterday for this new moon. And then obviously I'm going to do a whole fresh new spread in this year. Live. What else? I think some Psychic Tarot of the Heart today. Haven't ever done that one before. Have we? Have we done it on here? Not sure. Not sure. I don't remember. How are you guys? Ralis, I'm not seeing you guys come in. I'm not seeing you come in because I'm busy cleansing up these cards anyway. What else? I was gonna put some music on. Hey there, Miss Fallon. Hey girl. I was gonna put music on today because my mum's here. Finally got to squeeze her, and she was having me bang out some. I said it was Xhosa. I said it was Xhosa yesterday. I said it was Xhosa gospel music, but it wasn't. It was actually Indibele. I should know the difference between the two, but. So it was some Indibele gospel music. And I'm thinking, will YouTube come for me? But I guess if it's registered, they'll come for me. So I'm not really going to take the risk. I wasn't going to take the risk and get into no wahala with them. I need to get the Moonology deck. Some Moonology. What else? What else? How you guys been? I'm just making sure nothing else. I don't need nothing else up here. Let me get back down. Yesterday I did a gardening live on the gram, and I always sit on the floor to do the gardening, but I just found it more comfortable than sitting up there in one position for the whole hour. It's too long. So sitting on the floor, same background, just more chill. Thank you, Nadia. Thank you so much. I had to draw for the woolly kaftan again today because where is that? And this is like wearing a whole blanket. Like, you just sit down and you just, in a blanket, you're wearing the blanket. It's perfect. I think it's a very perfect, genius idea. Oh, I love that, me. That your daughter got you the Hoodoo Tarot. And saying that, I think we should use a little bit of Hoodoo today. Why not? It's been a minute, innit? Put that up. It's been a minute. Just don't want to get confused. I can see all the boxes, and then I think overall we'll pull from Soulful Woman. Did we do that last time, or did we pull from the Knowledge Goddess? Goddess Knowledge. Goddess Knowledge. It's Goddess Knowledge. I'm thinking I might have to go and get my glasses because I don't want to strain my eye because my eye's going through it. I'm gonna, oh God, that's another thing. I think while we're here, while it's just, I haven't taken notes on it obviously, but it's talking about some of the ascension symptoms that some of us are going through. And just to let you know, like if you're feeling any type of discomfort on your right side, that's because the divine masculine energy is going through some type of upgrade. Oh, Ruthie, I love that you're at work trying to tune in. And if you're having any ailments on the right side of your body, on the left side of your body, that's the divine feminine energy. So for instance, last week there was me included, reports of very uncomfortable strains, like it was like a headache, but just couldn't get to the pressure point of it. Like, yo, where are you hurting? Where can I alleviate this pressure? And yeah, there was that going on. There was at the back of our calves, the back of the I don't know my left from my right, that's why I don't drive. Left side of the calves, even today, was very, very tense. Some lower back pains have been kicking in on this side of the body. So this is the masculine side of the body. So just be aware that when you're going through these types of, or having these types of symptoms, take extra care of yourself. Really watch your diet, watch your intake, especially of salts and sugars, because these can cause things to be more uncomfortable than they need to be. Also, make sure that you're moving your body enough. Make sure that you're getting into your yoga and your stretching. Move the energy around your body as often as you can through dance, and it's fluid dance as well. Just general movement. You can even just walking can help as well. But just be aware that these ascension symptoms are amping up. I think it's because, again, like I've been saying, we're going through this, we're getting ready to go through this 8-8 Lions Gate. Hey Audrey. We're getting ready to go through this 8-8 Lions Gate, which is going to no doubt lock in a cycle for us in all areas of our life, from health to wealth to ships to everything, where we're going to be living, all these things, all that's going to be locked in. So I guess that the body is not just the body, the mind, body and the soul, the Holy Trinity is doing the most. The most. Yesterday, I think, because I don't know, last night I got almost like an electric shock. That's how sometimes some of these upgrades and things hit me. It hits me like an electric pulse in different areas of my body. And what I've learned to do over the last 6 years now, when these things happen, is breathe. Be very aware of the breathing. It normally happens just before sleep when the body's super relaxed anyway, but just make sure you're not tensing up any of your body. So speak to your entire body from the toes to the top of your head and relax every part of the body. Relax your toes, feet, ankles, calves, knees, thighs, hips, you know, so on and so forth. Just speak to your body and tell it to relax. What I normally find is a lot of the time my jaw is quite tense, so I have to remember to consciously say relax the jaw before you sleep, which allows for these sensations to run through my body a lot easier. If you are tense, if you are fearful when these sensations hit your body, you could, I'm serious, you could cause yourself some type of heart problems, because you know it can be quite intense. So I'm just warning y'all about that. Hey guys, remember to hit the like button when you come in. Oh, you see, look, with the YouTube jargon, with the YouTube jargon. Let us see if we can continue to cleanse up these cards. How long I've been on? 10 minutes. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. It's the same drill, you know, spending time in nature, spending time with nature. Because yesterday I didn't get a chance to really go out, but I did tend to my plants, did some repotting, you know, just small. Look at my little orchid, is dead. But I think one is still alive. Look at that. Let's at least have the one that's alive in the picture. Can we do that? Yeah, no, in the frame. So yeah, I think that's all. It's not all I want to say about the ascension symptoms, because it's gonna fall into some of the things that I want to talk about in my notes. So let's start. So obviously the new moon's going to be on the 9th. It's in Cancer. Why am I not swapping it around and saying it's one or the other? It's just how I'm feeling. It's in Cancer. So how did y'all get on in this wet season? Did you allow these tears to fall? Did you allow yourself to spend that time in the water? There's still plenty of time of Cancer season to go. I spent the first 7 days of Cancer season bawling. It was really, really healing. It felt so good. It was triggered by the full moon in Capricorn as we entered into Cancer season. So mum and dad, remember I told you it was going to be a wet season, but we were going to be supported. So when Father's Day kicked in, it messed me up 100 on 100. Like, there was so many triggers to do with my relationship with the masculine energies that have passed through my life, or in my life presently, and also my own relationship with my masculine energy within me. So I found myself having to forgive so much, to grieve the death of my biological father that I'd never met. There was just so much to do. There was also even my counterpart. I had to surrender. I had to show a level of vulnerability that I'd never shown before. Tears, yo. So it was great, but at the same time, it was necessary. It was great. It was draining, but it was necessary. That's what I want to say. So if you are feeling these triggers to allow these energies to come through, please just surrender to them. You come out the other end. I don't know if I'm at the other end, but I haven't shed much tears since. However, there has been gratitude tears. There's been gratitude for the masculines in my life. Also, like, I spoke to my brother. I hadn't spoken to him for like years, for no good reason. Just my energy towards masculine energy was just like meh. So and that, you know, once it's like that, as you do one thing is how you do everything. You ain't missed nothing, Tarara Bomtie. You ain't really missed anything. So as you do one thing is how you do everything. So just be mindful of your relationship towards the masculine energy in this time, because when you, everything outside of you is just a mirror, right? So that is the relationship that you have with yourself and your own masculine energies. So get into it, dive into it. You've got time, you have got time, because you have to be as together as you can be coming into this portal energy. And it actually begins on the 27th of July and then runs in, the peak is on the 8th, and then the energy trails off. But it is a long lasting energy also. It does last for several months. So yeah, there's that. There is that. So we've also got Mercury enters into Cancer on the 11th. Learning how to be mindful towards my relations to self. Exactly. Mercury enters into Cancer on the 11th, and what that is asking you to do is to take your emotions seriously, not to acknowledge them all, you know, acknowledge the myriad of emotions that you have, and to take them seriously, and to get to the root of why you have a particular emotional response to life in any area. Because, you know, when it comes down to this ascension, you know, I say witch for fun, you know, I just say it for fun so that, you know, the Africans in my family are slightly irritated, you know, but when we come down to it, it's just part of the ascension is being a healer and ting. But here's what, there's two kind of witches out here. There's like witches that have no idea that they are witches, and they are emotionally triggered into their magic. So if they're very upset, they can cause things. If they're very happy, they can cause things. If they are in orgasm, they can cause things, but they haphazardly do it. They don't know that that's what they're doing. And then there's a witch that is in control of their emotions, whereby they are intentionally causing things. Watch Wonder Vision, you lot. It's all about that. So, you know, once you can get a hold of your emotions, the only way a witch is dangerous or is being unaware of their emotions, not being able to control their emotions and harness their emotions. But once you can do that, then this is when your magic really pops off, and you're able to do whatever it is that you desire. And you will always do that in a compassionate, considerate way for others. You'll never try to manipulate or try to hurt others in your power, because first of all, there's karma. First of all, and then second of all, there's you know, I've said karma, but you know, being a witch, is very quickly. Your shit will come back on you, and sometimes it doesn't come back on you, it will come back on your bloodline. So I would suspect that many of the witches in my bloodline have been unable to control their emotions, hence why their offsprings and their I can't think of the word. I'm thinking of a big word in my head, but I'm like, it's not the word. The ones that come after them may have a level of suffering to some extent, but the suffering again is all part of the process. You know, it's to break these curses, break these cycles. So when I'm talking about going into the 8-8 Lions Gate, I'm not just talking about your own personal worlds and things like that. This goes on for bloodlines. Like, what are you leaving behind? What are you not bringing from your ancestral bloodline into this next cycle? What are you saying no to? Because you've experienced it. You've been through some very challenging times that you're like, does this even belong to me? Is this even real? It's been presented to you so that you can say, it stops here with me. It stops here with me. But it's being able to not be emotionally attached to the thing, because I mean, we see it all day long when people are in a very uncomfortable position or uncomfortable mindset and this and that, but they can't seem to release it. They can't seem to move forward from that or to see anything other than that. So what you're being asked to do is to release your emotional attachment to some of the discomfort that you've experienced in the past, because it doesn't have to be your future. That's it. What else? And also communicate your needs. That's what Mercury entering Cancer is saying, which is backed up, you know, I guess by the Knight of Swords here that we pre-pulled yesterday. All right, we've also got Venus and Mars entering Leo on the 13th. So again, another dynamic of the masculine and the feminine energy coming together in the same space at the same time to again pull in this unification of self, unification of your masculine and feminine energies as a whole, because it is all about the unification. It's not one over the other, you know, but again, there is definitely an emphasis on looking at the divine masculine energies at this time. There just seems to be this, they want to be seen, it wants to be seen, it wants to be utilized, it wants to be exercised. You know, if you're building muscles, you know, you have to keep pumping these weights until you achieve this thing. It's not just about picking up the weight one time and be like, yeah, all right, and put it down and do nothing else after that, is it? You have to continuously, as we have done with the divine feminine energy, where we've practiced, we've worked this muscle, we've worked this muscle. But sometimes, you know, you can't keep doing legs when the arms them is maga. The arms then need work. That maga means skinny, yeah, like the arms need work as much as the legs. So let's look at the, I mean, I'm just picking any, not one over the other, but let's just say the legs is the feminine. Hello, Carol. And the arms are the masculine energy. They both need to be, you need leg day, you need arm day. You need it. You need to do this. So Venus and Mars coming into Leo, very passionate sign, you know, very, it's the, it will shine, it illuminates everything. The sun illuminates everything. It puts light on everything. So I would probably suspect that your masculine and feminine energies will get a nice little upgrade of unification. That could also mean as well connections with people outside of you as well, which is wonderful. You know, we should spend time with the ones that we love. All right, that's all I want to say about that. In terms of notes, before we get into any tarot, let's just stay out of tarot so that I'm not backwards in and forwards in, and let's just get straight into our reading from the Mary Magdalene Gospel of Mary Magdalene. I wasn't sure if I was going to read from it today. Descendants, that's the word, sis. That's the word. I mean, I wasn't sure if I was going to read from it today. I don't know. Normally, a good couple of days before I would have read it, and then I've been like, oh my gosh, I need to share this with these lot. But we're going to read, and Wicked, it's page 33. Why is there makeup all on my book? I'm one of these really grubby people that, like, my stuff has got rubbish all over it. Sorry, I'm missing you lot's messages. Sorry. Boom. So we're reading from page 33 today from the Gospel of Mary Magdalene. And she's talking about a conversation between different aspects of self and soul. So right here, it says pages 11 to 14 are missing. So we miss out, there's a bit that's missing that we don't know. And then it comes straight in and it's talking, so cravings are talking to the soul. And it says, and cravings said, I did not see you descend, but now I see you rising. Why do you lie, since you belong to me? The soul answered, I saw you, though you did not see me nor recognize me. I was with you as with a garment, and you never felt me. Having said this, the soul left, rejoicing greatly. Then it entered into the third climate, known as ignorance. Ignorance inquired of the soul, where are you going? You are dominated by wicked inclinations. Indeed, you lack discrimination and you are enslaved, the soul answered. Why do you judge me, since I have made no judgment? I have been dominated, but I myself have not dominated. I have not been recognized, but I myself have recognized that all things which are composed shall decompose on earth and in heaven. Boom. Now the reason why that did sweet me, because I had to see how that was in relation to anything that I wanted to say, but it was perfect. Everything will decompose. Everything that has been composed will decompose as on earth, so in heaven, right? So I spoke to you last week, or the last time we did a live, yeah, about you lot being the misfits, and that we are coming into this crystalline body. I told you, right? So and that's all I said on it. And then what I didn't do was break it down a little bit more, because I was a little bit rusty, I can't lie. 2015 was the first time I ever got any type of understanding or understanding or information about the crystalline body. So, and it gassed me. And then one of my little sisters, Ray, she sent me an article about the crystalline DNA, and I was like, let me talk to them one more time. Before I quickly do that, I just want to shout out baby Gaia. She's going to be 4 on the 10th of July, day after the new moon. So hey to Mummy Emma and baby Gaia, because I said I would shout her out today. Boom. All right, so this article that Ray sent to me is called The Grace of the Feminine Christ. Grace of the Feminine Christ.com. That's where you can find it. And the name of the article is called The Crystalline DNA Gives Rise to New Human Species on Planet Earth. Because remember I told you during during every eon there is a new species of human that is created or born, or whatever happens. There's a new species of human. And I told you that this time there was going to be 2. There was going to be crystalline and there was going to be AI. Now, I really didn't know how the AI thing was going to pan out, but clearly now we do. And then, to be honest with you, you know, the AI thing was within all of us, really, our dependency on technology and how we moved with it. The goal wasn't really about trying to prevent being AI, it was trying to promote staying organic or being organic, you know. So that neither here nor there, but obviously they up the ante with certain things that they've been putting into human bodies at this time. So, you know, only time will tell how that pans out. But the crystalline has been popping off now. That's really been going on as well for a little while, at least for me in my consciousness, the last 5-6 years. So what happens then is that when you go through this ascension process, it forces you to do some things. It forces you to release a lot of things, and some of the things obviously that we release are our diets, some of the things that we've been programmed or raised to eat that are not really food, you know. So by eliminating certain things from our diet, we've been able to lighten our bodies. We talk about this term light workers. It's not just the light mind or light heart, it's the light body. It has to be all 3. So by watching diet and introducing certain things. Obviously things like sea moss has been a big thing that has been introduced into our diets as one of the things on this planet that has 99 point how much percent of everything that the body needs. We saw that in the Matrix. Remember little mouse, and he was in there and he had that, they were eating that slop, and Neo was like, what's that? And he was like, it's amino acids, it's everything that the body needs. This is like the CMOS now, and that everybody's going nuts on the CMOS thing. So, but it's been a thing, especially in the like the Rastafarian and Jamaican tradition, like Irish moss is, but it's been a thing. I've got into it myself now that I know how good it is for me. Like, I'm about that life. So so once we've been focused on cleaning up our diets, then we're cleaning up our health. And this is a time where if the body gets lighter, we're going to put an end to ailments, to bad health, to illness as a whole. Like, that's the whole point of this whole journey. And then one of the most important things to do at this time, obviously, is to make an allegiance to love, to unconditional love. Make a commitment to the heart. Remember a few readings back, I was telling you lot to ask, what does the heart need? Ask your heart what it needs and move forward accordingly, and be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself, because that's the only way you can bring that into fruition for you, for yourself, right? And then it says here, it's an embodiment of the creator, of the Christ-like consciousness. And then, so I would say that many of us are kind of hip to this Christ-like consciousness thing now. We get it, yeah. We get that it's a consciousness and not a figure or a person, something outside of ourselves. But then it says there's a graduation into illumined union consciousness. And this is when you come into the consciousness that you are all things and all things are you. There is no separation. This is the end of separation between us and all things. You get that? And then the final thing that the article talks about is being in service. Being in service to your fellow everything, your fellow everything. It's not just your fellow humans, it's your planet, it's the everything that dwells within it, is to be of to be of service. So yeah, girl. So yeah, these are the things. These are the things. So that when it was talking about everything in the Mary Magdalene, it's talking about everything that is composed, decomposes in the earth as in heaven. Now it's saying this DNA, this Christ-like consciousness, this crystalline being body, light body, is one that really does not do that. I mean, I really want to see it with my own eyes. I really want to see it with my own eyes. And it's not a thing like, I think my first immature thought when I heard that was like, oh my God, I'm going to be trapped here all this whole time. But what you got to understand is, once you get into this consciousness, you can go wherever you want. There is no limits. You are limitless. You're boundless. You can do anything. You can present as anything. Do you get that? It sounds wild. I know. I do. You know what I mean? But it's a theme. It's an occurring message that's being said again and again and again and again and again and again. And I'm not going to lie, I'm feeling it, because another thing that it said in that article is that you define aging. You define the aging process. I don't think I've aged in about... I don't think I've aged. And I know people are like, oh, but black people don't crack, black don't crack, whatever. But you know what we do internally, our bodies go through it, especially due to our diets and such, and our habits and such, right? So we go through it. We may stay flawless on the outside, but here what? On the inside, we be aging like everybody else. So I think my body is much young. I would love to do one of those tests to see how old my body is in comparison to my chronological age, because I think my body is young. You know what I mean? Yeah, my bones crick because I don't have no cartilage in this knee. I don't have no cartilage in one knee, so I have a crick. But other than that, you know, we are our best optimum health ever. So I would encourage you guys to maybe read this article and have a look for yourself. Have a look to see how that resonates with you and the process that you're going through at this time. I mean, it's time for tarot. It's time for tarot. So before we get into prayer, I'm just going to quickly say that I pulled 3 random cards yesterday from the modern day witch tarot deck, gifted to me by lovely Charlene. And this is what we got. So we got the 4 of Pentacles. First of all, the jacket, please. The puffer. I mean, if you're from South London, you know about the puffer, because this was life all through our lives. Anyway, so this is somebody that's accumulated a level of wealth, a level of success. But what they're doing is just sitting here scared now, because you've done all the work. You've been doing the work. Remember, you've been doing the work. You've been manifesting. You've been focused on what it is that you want to do, and you've been brave. You've been taking those risks. You know, you've been taking those risks. But now that you've achieved a level of success in the things that you've been doing, what you've done now is become tight and scared. You've become restricted because you're like, oh shit, what if I lost it? You know, I've only just got it. What if I lost it? Bruv, this is success, and wealth is also an energy, and how you have that moving. Everything is always in motion. The Kabbalion. So the energy of success and wealth needs to stay in rotation. You need to have that same you need to keep the energy of outgoing, ingoing, because I'm telling you, if you start to hoard, if you start to hoard your wealth and your success, it can become, you make yourself sick. You're going to make yourself unwell in it. And also you've got more of a chance of losing everything that you've worked for when you have an injection of fear surrounding it. It's always the way. The thing that you focus on the most is the thing that is going to manifest in your life. So what you need to do is, don't be afraid to make your shit be circulating. Don't be afraid to be making investments. Don't be afraid to expand on what it is that you've already started. And then we got the Knight of Swords. So you know, this is very ambitious energy, very very gung-ho energy, very almost reckless energy. But you know, I guess the intention is good, but a lot of the time what can happen with this Knight of Swords energy is that we can fall into not looking at the consequences of our actions, you know. So you know, not planning ahead, just going for shit without having some type of structure, some type of discipline, some type of regime. You know, discipline is the word of the year. Discipline is the word of the year. And sometimes we can become impatient, and this will cause reckless behavior. So with that, we got the 7 of Pentacles. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. She's put in work. She's put in work, but now she's bored. You're bored, girl. You're not bored. You're impatient. You're not bored. This chick is not bored. She's impatient. She knows that she's put in the work, but she's like, for God's sake, like, why is everything taking so long? First of all, let go of the illusion of time. You know, let go of the illusion of time, because that's not really a real thing. So when we know that we've put in that work, you know, we've put in all the energy that we could possibly put into a project, ourselves, our healing, now is the time to just kind of chill and take a minute to rest. you know, so that you can get ready for the next wave of your exciting life that you're creating for yourself, quite frankly. So yeah, just keep watering what you've already got, what you've already created. I'm looking at my tomatoes, because I planted my tomato, I repotted my tomatoes yesterday, and one of them was a complete disaster where it almost fell upside down and then all the roots were exposed. I plonked it back in, but it's not looking good. It's not looking good, but I'm still optimistic. I still believe that this thing might bear fruit. I feel like it's going to bear fruit. The other one's looking super healthy and great, but I think the one that's looking a bit, looking like it's been through the wars, is going to bear the sweetest fruit. I mean, that's what I believe. That's what I'm putting over my tomatoes. So, you know, I'm not going to be disheartened and dismayed by things that appear to be setbacks, because remember when I first came on here, I've been telling you, look, we're going to be tested to the nth degree for the whole duration of this year, because spirit and them want to know, for real, are you on this thing? Do you really want what you say you want? Are you really who you say you are? Do you believe it? Because you know who you are, but do you believe it now? Do you believe it now? So you're going to be tested to the nth degree the whole time, and one of the things that you'll be tested on is your patience, because this is the year of patience, because this is the year of change. So, you know, everything's going to look a bit ski-whiff left for a bit. It just is, you know, but we just have to stay in our energy, stay in our optimism, and remember that we will be validated and recognized for the things that we have to contribute to this exciting time. Are you lot still there? Let me know. All right, so before I have got a little green juice pop in. There's some Irish moss in there. There's some Irish moss. Yeah, you lot are still there. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Hit the like button. Yeah, we got a match of likes. Thank you, guys. So all the cards have been cleansed. So what do? We pray first, Jeanette. Our Divine Mother and Father who live within us. Higher be thy name. Our freedom come. Your will be done on earth as it is within us. Give us this day our daily breath, and forgive us our trespasses against ourselves and others as we forgive those who trespass against us and themselves, through all lifetimes, all timelines, and all levels of consciousness. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the absence of love. For we are the kingdom, we are the power. Divided we are weak, united we are victorious. And to you, the Almighty, we give all of the glory, forever and ever. Duanete. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done. So it is, and so it will be. Ashe. So within, so without. As above, so below. If it's me, then it's you. If it's you, then it's me. Because we're up in this thing together here. We're all up in this whole thing together. So I just want to ask my guides, my ancestors, my angels, my guides, my Orisha, my higher self, to channel a dope message for the collective for this new moon in Cancer. And another thing as well with the Seven of Pentacles, don't be out here trying to manifest what you've already asked for again. You know, have some patience. Have some patience. Some things, you know, look at some of the things that you're asking for. You think it's going to take time. So stop asking for the same things over and over again. If you've run out of things to ask for your own life, start to ask for the collective. Start to ask for this for this new world. And what do we need? What do we need? What do we need? What do you think? Because some of us, you know, be asking for things and It'll be different to what you're asking for, but it will all be needed. You'll be like, oh, I didn't think of that. You know, thank you for including that in our new world so that we can have a beautiful, prosperous, peaceful, harmonious, balanced space. Because the first card we got was detached, and then we got the sacral chakra. I mean, you know I love to talk about it. You know I love to talk about it. I'm sure detached is the death card. I'm sure it is in this deck. But let's see. And then what else? And then the third eye chakra. Yes, I like it so much already. I like this deck too much. I don't know why we haven't used it, because I love a chakra. I just want to see what the detached card means though. The book is right in front of me. What's the Justice card? It's the Justice card. Ooh, it says, I accept the role I play in creating my relationship and my life. Accept the role that you play, because it's all down to you. This is all down to the collective, where we are being asked to give our contribution to the birth of this new world. Yes, I mean, it's a good one. Get rid of the greedy people in power and replace with fair. But to be honest, I don't want to be ruled. You know, I don't think that that's what we're moving towards. You know, you can't come out of... I don't want to be governed. You know, I can govern myself. And if we can all govern ourselves, then what do we need to be governed for? So detached justice, you know, the Justice card, you know, in traditional tarot, you can see the what's it called, the angel blowing the trumpet of justice. You know, you're being called out. You're being called out. Like, are you here for the truth or not? You know, and it's going to be up to you. You have to take responsibility for the way that the truth resonates in your own heart, you know, and how you move forward from that point onwards, you know. And with that clarification, we got the 9 of Coins. Now, listen, the 9 of Coins, 9 of Pentacles. So obviously you're one away, man. You're one away. And we're talking about this wealth again, but I shall tell you why I love this depiction, because to me this is Oshun. You know, this is the goddess Oshun. She's got on her yellow dress with the evil eye all over it, and she's also got the cat sitting on her lap of independence. You know, how independent are cats in these times? I mean, in life, not these times, just full stop there. I mean, that's why I could never have a cat, because I just feel like it would just be a battle of wills in this house with me and a cat. Trust and believe. Thank you, Amber. So with the 9 of Coins in the Hoodoo Tarot, you got Mama sitting here, and she's chilling. She's very comfortable. She's not, look, she's got a little martini mixed up there. Yeah, man, she have a little martini, little olives in there. You know what I mean? Even look like she's got a little burner there, burning little incense. She's got a little zoo, you know what I mean? Probably not a zoo, but for me it would most definitely be. I don't like cigars or fags. So, you know, she just be chilling. She's just looking over her, you know, what she's already been doing. Is that even she looking, or is that a bit of knitting? I'm not sure. She just looks like she's on a whole chill. So once you can understand that you are the one that is in control of creating not only your world, but this new world too, you will have a sense of chill. You will have a sense of, you know, I was not put here to suffer. All of my needs are met. I was not put here to suffer. All of my needs are met. especially in a time of change. It can feel very uncertain. You don't know, you know, and like even with the pre-pull, with this Four of Pentacles, you can feel like you've achieved a level of success, but then now you're afraid that something's going to happen to it, or that you've achieved a level of success in the past and you may have lost it. So now you're kind of like, oh my God, let me cling on to this. Or, you know, with you could be again in this very new endeavor, this new part of your life, and not be quite sure about how things are going to pan out, how money's going to come in, if we're going to make it. It's up to you. You have to detach first of all from the limitation. Detach from the limitation and understand that all of your needs are met at all times, and you were not put here to suffer. You are not put here to suffer. You have to detach from all things. And this is also a reminder to detach. I told you, lot, it sounds wild, but you have to detach from this body. This is not going to serve me as we continue to ascend. I asked Destiny one time, yeah, when we was in a conversation, and I said, if it meant that you had to come out of this body, would you still do the ascension thing? And we both agreed that we would. But, you know, it was oh, what if it's that? Like, we all be like, yeah, let's do this, until they're like, okay, so this body's too dense and heavy, we need to lighten it up, it's going to change, it's going to look different, it's going to feel different. Are you still on it? You still on it? Or you can stay with this vessel, you can stay with this, because remember, it's just a vessel. You can stay with this vessel and you know, good luck. But really and truly, you know, you have to detach from it. You have to detach from it, because all of your needs are met at all times. I just want to see in the Hoodoo Tarot what they have to say in the Nine of Coins, because they've always got a greater word. Always got a greater word. Yes, Tiana, all fast. I mean, she gave me life, I tell ya. Absolute life. Can you see that I don't need me index too much now, because I'll be studying this thing. Let's see what in here. Positive meaning, self-reliance, well-deserved success, prosperity as a result of hard work, self-employed people, property owners, inheritance, material gain, creature comforts, upscale lifestyle, leisure time spent alone, luxury, discipline, avoiding the bad part of town, enjoying of the finer things in life, people society considers classy, and taking the time to relax and unwind. Look what happens if you just detach. Look what happens if you just detach. Detach from the old life, the past, your poverty. Detach from that shit. It's got nothing to do with you at this point. Huh? It's got nothing to do with you at this point. And don't think, you know, investing in yourself is an act of carelessness or whatever. You know, things could be looking peak. I'm going to tell you right here, right now. Maybe it's because I'm an Aries, and I don't know. It might have nothing to do with that. But listen, if I want something, even in the midst of absolute chaos, I've been in situations, I've been homeless, I've been in situations where I'm about to be evicted from my space more than once, more than a few times. And you know what? If I need something or want something in those times, you best believe I'm going to go and get that. I'm going to go and get that. And guess what? All my needs and all my everything is covered. I was not put here to suffer. I was not put here to suffer. So at this point, now that, you know, things are doing what they're doing, I'm just like, I'm going away with my girls next week. You know, we just booked a nice little cute B&B by the Airbnb by the sea. You know, kind of luxurious still. You know, I'm just gonna continue to treat myself. I'm gonna get my first pair of Jordans. This is my inner child, because my inner child always wanted Jordans and Air Maxes. She wanted Air Max 90s, the pink and white, and she wanted pink, white, and blue. And then she wanted Jordans. She wanted a pair of Jordans. My African mum said, "You know what? If I need something or want something in those times, you best believe I'm gonna go and get that. I'm gonna go and get that." And guess what? All my needs and all my everything is covered. I was not put here to suffer. I was not put here to suffer. So at this point, now that, you know, things are doing what they're doing, I'm just like, I'm going away with my girls next week. You know, we just booked a nice little cute B&B by the Airbnb by the sea. You know, kind of luxurious still. You know, I'm just gonna She didn't speak. When you show the price, that's what my African mum did. But now that I'm in my 14 energy now, I feel like it anyway. My 14-year-old energy, and you know what, I'm gonna get my 14-year-old some Jordans and some Air Max 90s, you know, because she wants them, and it's gonna make her very, very happy. There could be 100 different things that I could do with that money and invest, but you know what, I like I said, it's an energy. As it goes out, it comes back in, and that is what my inner child needs. That's part of my inner child healing right now. So, you know, don't feel no way. Don't feel no way to make the investments, because at the same time, my more mature adult self is still putting money down, still looking in investments, still doing things that, you know, I'm still adulting. I'm gonna get me them Jordans though, you best believe that. All right. So sacral chakra. Let's get because we talked about, we've been to, I don't think I've shut up about the sacral chakra since at least December, maybe coming into the new year, because I know that I kind of quiet down towards the end of the year because I'm just bored of it. But it's not something to be bored of. The sacral chakra is where we hold our creative energy. It's where we hold, you know, it's where a lot of our creative expression happens. So we need to make sure that it's not blocked up with resentments and pain. That's another thing that the Knight of Pentacles. Hello, Mr. Magpie. Wagwan. You know, when you see one magpie, it's there to tell you that you need to say things that you may not necessarily want to say, as I hold up the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords can be somebody that can hold a lot of resentment, hold a lot of pain, not able to let go of the past. So with this sacral chakra energy, the sacral chakra healing, you know, it's very important to make it a priority and a focus, yo. Like at least once or twice a week, do something in regards to your sacral chakra healing. You know, whether it's, you know, it could be as simple as just eating orange food all day long, or dancing, moving your, are you dancing? Because I told you, like, when I first come on here, that was a thing. Yeah, making sure that you are creating, making sure that you are, you know, whether it's drawing, cooking, whatever you do to create, making stuff, tapestry, knitting, whatever you do, making music, whatever, just make sure that it's a priority as we are leading up into this 8-8 Lion's Gate, because this is going to enhance your manifestations and locking in the reality that you have chosen for yourself. And with the sacral chakra, we've got the 5 of Sticks, which is traditionally the 5 of Wands, which it represents petty conflict. You know, these, you know, some of the things that you can't let go of, you know, you're still justifying holding on to them. You're still justifying their existence in your life. You're not allowing, you know, the soul. Did you see how the soul was arguing with ignorance in the Mary Magdalene reading? You know, it's like you're still allowing the lower self to dominate the soul. So a 5 and a 2, we've got a 7. So this is again spiritual enhancement, spiritual growth. This is what this is all about. I don't know why some of you have come here, but I'm just here to talk about this ascension thing. That's all. That's all really, because everything else falls into place thereafter. Do you get me? I just want to see if he's got any words for us. Yeah, so it's diversity, competition, assertiveness, having faith that you can win. Having faith that you can win. I love it too much. Having faith that you can win. Martial arts, finding common ground, a battle of wits, debate club, relief from tension, breaking the ice, relief from tension. Do you remember that tension I was telling you about that we've been getting and maybe susceptible to in the future? I'm so happy to hear that it's a relief from some of those things, because it's been intense. It's been intense. So just stay on the side of, you know, you're going to win. Stay on that. Stay on that. Don't. I did a reading at some point, whenever, because time is a myth, and the G asked me, do we have should I have a B plan? No. What do you mean you got a B plan? That means you don't believe that the A plan's gonna pan out or work. Come on. Don't confuse the universe with hope and B plans. Don't do that. And then we got the third eye. We got the third eye chakra. It's too beautiful. It's a 6. Yes, because it's 6th day. It's the 6th. No, it's not. It's the 7th month. I got too excited. But 6, Cancer, is representative of the mother energy, 6. So the third eye. What are you going to be showing us? What are you going to be showing us? Well, we have to get into our discernment. We have to get into our discernment. You know, trying to work out what is and what isn't, what's true and what is not. This is where we need to be. You know, to us, what resonates within your heart? How does the truth resonate in your heart? Daughter of Knives. Now, the Daughter of Knives is a psychic. This is what this is gonna. This ain't a joke now, because with the third eye, we got the Daughter of Knives. Now, the Daughter of Knives. Look at all of this. She's got. Can you see all of these hands? Can you see them all around her? So basically, she's got all of these spirits trying to communicate with her, and she's trying to keep up. She's trying to listen to everything that they've got to say, and it's like it's intense with the amount of energy and information and what is coming through the spiritual, because I mean that's what this is, isn't it? This is where we're going to see, this is what we see as our spiritual eye. So this is, now we're going to be seeing some shit we ain't never seen before. I've told you. I know I keep saying it, but it's like I be seeing it. So I don't know if you're seeing it too, you know, but I be seeing it. I've been seeing it. But I'm feeling like it's just going to keep getting louder and louder and louder till everyone can see some of the shit that is going on, especially in the skies. Especially in the skies. But listen, don't lose yourself by looking up in the sky. Remember to keep an eye on your feet. Remember to keep an eye on your feet so it's balanced. As above, so below. So you have to have a balance. But there's a lot going to be coming through in this watery Cancer season leading up into Leo season. I'm telling you, and I'm sure it's going to be coming out of all orifices of the planet. Okay, so let's just see if we get an extra word with the Daughter of Knives. See if they want to tell us something a little more. You want to tell us some more? Because I'm here for it. Daughter of the Knives. Ooh, says represents swift delivery of messages and the accomplishment of goals. It keeps telling you the same thing. You're going to, your plan A is popping, but you just have to be patient. You just have to be patient. You're not bored, you're impatient. You just have to be patient. There is no plan B, you're impatient. So this new moon in Cancer is just asking you, first of all, detach from all things. Unsubscribe from it all, even your vessel. Unsubscribe, man. And then understand that it's luxurious times. It's time to be in. I told you. We already told you this is Mama Oshun. What does Mama Oshun represent? She represents good times. She represents luxury. She represents the finer things in life. And these things are guaranteed for you as long as you detach from especially the poverty mindset and especially your poverty past. Detach from that shit. Detach from the fact that You are not God. You have to step in faith, even if you can only see your feet. Even if the light only shines at your feet, you have to continue to step in faith. Sacred chakra work is begging you. I'm so happy, man, it come out, because I don't get tired, sick at all about telling you about this thing. Get into your sacral work. Get into your sacral chakra work. Yes, all of these chakras are important, all of them. But we are right now, we're in a time of creating. We have this new canvas, and we are in a time of creating something new. So we need to get into, I mean, it's the age of Aquarius. It's all about the unification of science and love, science and creativity, unconditional love and science, all merging up together to create something completely new. This is within all of us. I mean, the knowledge is within all of us. Do not limit what it is that your contribution is. Don't limit it. Don't say, I can't say, oh, I'm pulling cards, or I'm a hairdresser, or I do herbs. I'm not limiting it. As much as, sorry guys, gas. As much as I'm not, I feel like I'm not really tech savvy. I could create something techie. Who knows? Who knows? Let me get deep enough into my creative juices and see what I come up with. And especially in the unification of all that I am, my masculine, my feminine, my inner child, my higher, my lower, all of these things all coming together. I mean, only spirit knows, only the divine knows what is possible for all of us at this time. Because remember, if it's me, then it's you. If it's you, then it's me. That's why I reference myself so much, because really I'm talking about you. The third eye chakra. Third eye chakra said, listen, lots is going to be coming through at this time. Downloads are going to be coming through differently. I told you at the beginning of the reading, like sometimes for me, some of the upgrades of the body especially come through like taser zaps. So it's important to look after the vessel. It's important to breathe, to learn how to breathe properly from the diaphragm, and to relax all of the muscles of the body, especially before sleep. We talked about this thing because a lot of things are going to be, hey Catherine, a lot of things are going to be coming through for all of us at this time. The upgrades of the mind, body and the soul are going to be on and popping. On and popping. So all of that being said, I mean, because we got the Daughter of Knives in it. So that's why I said, like, so much information is going to be coming through. But this is also letting you know that there is going to be a success for your goals. Your goals are going to be achieved successfully. So let go of all this plan A, plan B, plan D, C, D, all of this shit. You know, just have faith that what it is that you want to do, your contribution, you would not have been given this contribution if it didn't matter, if we didn't need it. Do you understand? You wouldn't have been given this idea, this creativity, if we didn't need it as a collective. So stick with it. Stick with it. Stick with it. All right, let's pull Let's pull a quick Moonology and then a goddess, and I'm out. Okay? Okay. Can we get one Moonology card, please, for the collective to round up this reading? It's going on for a long thing now, isn't it? Oh, too many cards. Too many cards, guys. Too many. It's going on for a long thing now, isn't it? Hour and 8. Oh, I told my mum that I told my mum that I've got a YouTube channel and that I do tarot. You know what she said to me? She said, your uncle was like you, and that they beat him almost to death. Some other relatives beat him almost to death, and he never used his gifts again after that. But she's happy that I am. Isn't that awesome? Isn't it awesome? So, and it, my mum knows that my mouth is very foul already. So, but I've been good today, don't you think? I've been really good today. I think I've hardly sworn. It doesn't feel like I swore a lot today. So. Your hard work is paying off. Need they say more? New moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. You have to have faith that everything is coming together for you. Let's have a look at this. I mean, I love it when it does this. I just love it. It never gets old. It never gets old. When you pull the last card and it just ties a bow around everything, it never gets old for me. My eyes are getting old though. New moon. Didn't I just say I wasn't aging? My eyes. I told you my eyes are aging. New moon in Capricorn, page 60. 6. Another 6. Get into the mother mind, you guys. Get into it. A beautiful description of what the mother mind is one of the Sangomas of where I come from. His name is Credo Mutwa. Credo Mutwa. All of these things, I'm going to be a very good sister to you guys, mama to you guys, and reference everybody that I've spoken about, all the articles and all the cards used, and Credo Mutwa. Credo, CREDUMUTWA. Credo Mutwa. Your hard work is paying off. This writing, can you see how far away? The book is like over there. Okay. First and foremost, the card suggests a new start for you professionally. Whatever has been going on in your working life, this card heralds the start of a new and improved work cycle. You're unhappy in your current job. This is the time, if you are unhappy in your current job, this is the time to either renegotiate your position or look for something new. Whatever your question, whether work-related or otherwise, a new plan and strategy is called for. Discipline. Didn't I say it? I said it. You need to take a look at the long term and think about where you want to be in 12 months. This is what this is. Stay focused on the long term and not on the short term, because with the Knight of Pentacles, they don't think about the long term. They just go into it without thinking about the consequences. So make sure that you have got some type of strategy and forward planning in this thing. What else? Okay, it says, what do you want in 12 months or even 5 years time? That will inform your best course of action now. So think seriously about it. Drawing this card suggests it's time for you to be ambitious about whatever it is that you want to achieve. So, you definitely have to take part of this energy with the ambition, with the look, gung-ho. It's just about this life. Attune to the moon, make a proper plan and execute it well. Additional meanings of this card. You need to be more disciplined to reach your goal. Hard work will make your dreams a reality. A very good omen for study or teaching. Remember I told you this is my study period. I've been learning some new shit, but I'm still studying, so I'm not ready to share it with you yet. But I've been learning some shit. Oh my God. Don't be controlling and avoid anyone who is controlling. Don't be controlling and avoid anyone who is controlling. The teaching. Capricorn is the sign of ambition, building, and hard work. The energy is solid and rigid. The new moon in Capricorn is a powerful lunation that comes towards the end of each year and marks arguably the best moment annually to make a list of your hopes, dreams, ambitions, and intentions for the year ahead. Pulling this card at any time suggests that with planning and discipline, you can achieve whatever you set your mind to. I feel like it's a whole sandwich, because that was said right at the beginning, it's being said right at the end, and everything in between. Okay? Okay? All right, let's pull this goddess, and then let's head on out of here, because it's getting on for a long thing, man. I mean, come on. All right, we get one goddess, and then we out. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. I'm tempted. No, because I can't read it because I haven't got my glasses. But I'm tempted to go for the other goddesses because I just feel like, I mean, I love these goddesses from Sophia. Sophia is a big word as well in this whole thing. The energy of Sophia, that is a big theme at this time right now. It's a massive theme at this time. Everything that I'm researching and looking about, Sophia comes up. Even in that article, that Crystalline article, Sophia keeps coming up. So, guys, you know, get guided into some new knowledge and information. Trust me. It's thrilling. It's liberating. And it also helps to break down the spirit of limitation. When you start to realize just how expansive and I love it. I love it. We got Spider Woman. We got one of the great mothers in this Cancer season. Listen, Spider Woman is an important goddess among many southwestern Native American tribes. Though occasionally destructive, she is nearly always portrayed as beneficent. The Carisian Spider Woman created everything there is by thinking, dreaming, and naming. She taught the people how to plant seeds. Cherokee grandmother Spider brought people the sun and fire and taught them pottery, weaving, and how to make ceremonial blessings. Spider Woman is responsible for bringing fire among the Pueblo, Tiwa, and Kiwa tribes. A Spider Woman named Biluku, found in the Helanita, found in the Indian subcontinent, also brought fire and light. For the Hopi, Spider Woman is a creator who helped the people during their emergence. I mean, this is why they told me to pick this deck. Created the moon and has the power to give and take life, and is connected to hunting and agriculture. Spider Woman is a reminder that good comes from everywhere, even the lowly spider, sometimes dismissed as irrelevant, has the power to create and to teach. Guys, creativity is a theme. It's a theme. It's a whole theme. I don't need to do an overall, do I? No, because I'm not going to. And you got the message in it, though. You got the message. I don't know what more to tell you. You know, no plan B. Get into your creativity. Lots and lots is going to be coming through us at this time. We're going to be seeing shit that we ain't never seen before. And we need to take care of our vessels. We need to take care of each other. So with that all being said, guys, thank you so much. Thank you. Please like, share, subscribe. I mean, I'm getting into the YouTube language. And I'll see you guys in a couple of weeks. But if you follow me over at mama.d.tarot on Instagram, I'm there. I'll be on there tomorrow doing a reading for the 7/7 portal, because it's also the second anniversary of my tarot reading, and I'm still learning. So feel no way when I draw for the books, and I don't, and I make up sometimes what the cards mean, but we get the message either way. So yeah, I'll be on Instagram tomorrow at some point, reading for the 7/7 portal. And then we'll just see where we go from there. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Thanks, Courtney and Ali, y'all. And I'll see you guys soon. All the love.